So here we'll talk about another feature. So I'm going to go to this drafters draft. You have the ability to highlight players that you want to target in this draft, even if they're not targeted in the web. So you can double click on a player and hit target them. So like right now I remove the target for Chuba Hubbard. So you can hit target in this draft or remove from this draft. You can also, when you're on a player, you can say, hey, I'm going to save this player as a favorite. And then that player will show up in blue. So all of your favorites will then show up for you in every single draft that you ever run. So you don't have to think about it every time you go in to say, oh, let me remember that I'm trying to look more at Jayden Reed or Gus Edwards or whoever it may be. So that way you can kind of focus on them. Another thing is being able to see your ADPs live. So right here you can see what percentage of these players I own throughout all of my drafts. So people may disagree with these, but so if we go to drafters and take a quick look, I think I'm still one away. So we're still waiting for this guy to pick who he's going to take, and then it'll be my turn after that. So my idea is to take Chuba Hubbard here, and then Bryce Young, just to kind of stack them and have them with my team. Another thing is when you mouse over any given team, you can see that team on the right hand side here. So this is team 12. If we go back over here to me, I have Patrick Mahomes and Kirk Cousins. So I also have a couple guys from Carolina, so that's why I'm thinking about doing the Bryce Young stack here. Once again, not that I'm right or it's going to work out, but just taking a shot on it. I have a lot of different drafts, so see how this one goes. And you can, once again, you can see the relationships to players. So when people are highlighted in red, it means that I have another player from that team. When they're highlighted in the purple/black, it means that I have the quarterback. So if I were to take Bryce, like let's just do a quick example. If DJ Chark was taken and then I took Bryce Young, now Chuba Hubbard's no longer in red, but he turns purple. Another feature that you kind of saw when I double clicked on Chuba. So when you double click on a player, you draft that player. And when you double click on their lower box here, where it shows their their depth chart position, and then their estimated points from the sites, it brings up this screen. And this screen actually has pretty interesting information on it. So what it does is it shows you all of your players for that given position. So right now I'm choosing a running back from Carolina, but it shows me all the players that I've drafted as running back, where their bye weeks stand, as well as what the strength of schedule for running backs against those teams are. So based on last year's points given up to running back, tight end, whatever it may be. So you can see this and then make a decision. Another thing that it shows me is what my averages are for any given player. So I can say, show me my guy and what bye weeks are out there, and what players are still available for those bye weeks. I only show like wide receiver or running back 1 and running back 2s. I don't show 3s and 4s. But and then also, if I were to pick Chuba, based on the other people in my lineup, how often have I picked Chuba with those players? So like Jonathan Mingo, I've taken him 13% of the time that I've drafted Jonathan Mingo. So just being able to see that, sometimes it's nice to say, oh, well, I've never drafted this guy with this specific player, or, with Patrick Mahomes, I've only drafted him once, so therefore, maybe I want to draft him this time too. So you can kind of make those decisions, but being able to combine these two factors together is nice. And then it also shows you their 7-day change in ADP. It'll also show 30-day change in ADP, but I don't have 30 days of drafters. If I go and switch to a different ADP, now all the players here will shift based on underdog ADP. And when I double click on Chuba here, it'll show me what underdog's ADP differences have been. So he's only moved 4.3 spots over the past 30 days. This stuff won't change because this is based off of last year's stats. So hopefully that's informative.